Everybody said that the second year is way easier. The second year is the hardest year. First edition was done. Now you need commitment, you need discipline. It's not about can we do it or not. We did it. How can we do it again? This has less passion and صار شوي شغل أكتر. So being disciplined, was one, but the team was on top of it. The biggest challenge was the situation. The situation that every day we used to wake up, ask if we're gonna continue with the festival or not. يعني نحنا بلشت situation بأكتوبر. نحنا عادة we do our bookings in October. طلعنا على Amsterdam. This where we do our bookings. وعم بيضحكوا علينا إنه guys, there's no way we're gonna come to the Middle East. ونحن بعدنا مؤمنين بدنا نجرب. We still believe إنه we can do something. Artist bookings was the hardest part.
So the stages of preparing for a festival as a project manager are kind of clear. The first steps that we start with is trying to lock the date, the international artists that are like the big selling points, and then to start off the marketing strategy and the marketing plan or the campaign that's gonna happen, because this is what happens first.
Mainly operation handles كل شيء خاصه بتيكتينج. So although it's a separate entity إذا بدكم مثل لحالهم بس they fall under operations. كل شيء personnel على الفنيو itself، يعني عم نحكي security، F&B، كل شيء bartenders وfood، كل شيء خاصه بماركت بليس، cleaning، كل شيء خاصه بlogistics procurement، كلهم سوا everything falls under operations. operations الشغل يلي قبل الفستيفال بيكون أكتر planning and organizing, making sure that عنا الأشخاص المضبوطين بالمحلات المضبوطين. منحط كتير نشتغل على المابس ونتأكد إنه كل بوزيشن في الشخص المضبوط. منا ناسين شيء من ناحية الفنسينج والسكيورتي، منا عم نقفي ولا محل. نتجنب كل المشاكل، كل شيء ريسك مانجمنت نكون عم نعمله بلانينج قبل بوقت تما نتفاجأ بالايفنت يكون في شيء منا عاملين له حساب.
Welcome to Aegis Festival.
If it's Aegis or if it's any other festival, from small to the big events, you always have a client brief. So to understand what's the vision of the festival owner or party organizer, what's the feel that they want to have, what's the capacity, are we doing a big stage for 2,000 people, are we doing a small intimate setting for 400, for 20 people? So it's to understand a bit the scale and the vision. Number two, which is also really important, is to walk the land or walk the venue or walk wherever you're actually doing this installation, and doing the circulation and flow to figure out where's the best place to put the DJ, where's the best place to put the dance floor, the bar, because I don't only do the stage, we also do the whole thing. So understand the circulation and flow and kind of put big bubbles of where each area is to create kind of a pattern. And after finding the concept, we do everything that is 3D renders, so try to visualize it, get some light designers if you want to add some cool effects, some visuals, all depending on going back to point one, which is the vision of the client. So every step, always we have the vision that always we go back, so we don't go something out of context. And then comes the manufacturing. So this is my favorite part, seeing your 3Ds come to life, which is exciting. Putting it on ground, seeing the look and feel of it, and then dismantling everything. So you work like 3 months, if it's a big festival, to live it for 3 days and dismantle in 1 day. So it's like very and then it's all gone, which I actually love.
Like, to be honest, Aegis Festival has a really unique tone of voice. Heidi, it's created, يعني from all of the departments together. It's not a one-man job يعني. And I really feel that our tone of voice and Aegis Festival's tone of voice is really بتوصل المسج in a very creative way. It triggers this feeling in the reader. They want to attend to see, and it's not just a music festival وخلصت. عرفتي إنه مش تكسير كل وقت. You have activities going on, you have ways of expressions and different stages. يعني you can find people that are interested in a specific type of music in that stage, but in another stage, different type of crowd. So yeah, I feel we do succeed in portraying this image. لأنه at the end of the day, this is the crowds that we see, and it's varied and diverse.
I don't know if a lot of people noticed this, but last year we had a different branding altogether. So last year the strategic priority for us was to communicate breaking out from your day-to-day routine, the escape to the mountains, and so all of the colors were like yellow, green, very light, and it was beautiful. We loved it last year. This year we kind of shifted a little bit more to serving the music more, and with the fact that yes, we bring headliners, yes, we bring the big names, but we're also bringing names and acts that you might have not heard of that we want you to discover. It's also a summer edition. There were a lot of changes this year that fed into the updated branding, where the colors changed. There was introduction of new iconography to make it interesting, and everything looks a little bit more abstract this year. It's just because when you come to Aegis Festival, you have to come with this open mind to discover. So we wanted that to be reflected visually through the branding, through these abstract figures, the different colors, the gradients, the fonts. We used a new font this year, a weird font. I love the branding this year, and I really think that it reflects what we were trying to do, and you're really going to see it come to life on ground in the festival through the signages and the on-ground production. It's going to be very interesting to see it on ground.
This year we have a beautiful lineup. We have Seth Troxler, one of the funniest characters you could ever see. He's a character by himself. He's a masterclass artist, and he's one of the most beautiful souls and most genuine souls. The industry is getting super egoistic. كتير عم بيكون في ايجو، كتير عم بيكون في greediness بالفيز، كتير عم بيكون في هذا الشيء. And this is a problem worldwide. Festivals are closing due to that. عم بينسحبوا فيستيفالات عمرهم 30 سنة because they cannot sustain their costs anymore. And Hiroko Yamamura also is a soul everybody has to meet and see. You know her from an Instagram page. She's a techno meme, so she's a meme queen, as they say. Ame Live back-to-back trick is also one the melodic acts I told you that is not what people used to hear. And these guys, I believe, are gonna deliver a show nobody's ever heard. I'm excited for that gig the most. And for the second day, for Saturday, and Frankie and Sandrino, one of my favorite artists. Their songs right now are booming. Anna The Blaze are a live show, but they were super expensive to get as a live show, so we had to get them as a DJ set. And people don't understand the concept of a DJ set yet. So whenever we put DJ set on something, it means they play live, but in that case they're not playing live. You have to put that they're playing as a DJ set. And The Blaze, I believe, is the most anticipated gig of the festival. Everybody of my friends, everybody that are buying tickets for Saturday are coming for The Blaze. You have Agents of Time. They're very well known. They're big artists who play on huge stages. And last but not least, the most anticipated Sunrise Avant-Garde Table Dot, who are three friends who play together. And I believe they're gonna deliver a set to close the main stage of the festival that is gonna take people nuts. This lineup fulfills every aspect of the festival. Every sound the attendee would like to hear, it is there. From the main stage to the alternative stage or the cliffside stage. More and more, we're gonna surprise you and the alignment is gonna shift as we go. So today our alignment is here, and it's gonna shift here and shift there. The more trust we have, the more change is gonna happen.
We have the main stage and the alternative stage. So the main stage, which is right here behind me, basically an upgrade from what we had last year. So last year it was, as I said before, it was just trying to see what fits here, because there's a lot of greenery, there's a lot of rocks, anatir, so it reminds you of an old Lebanese village, but at the same time we wanted to do something that is a bit modern. So I opted for an organic shape of leaves kind of hugging, because I love when the stage isn't only a backdrop, but it's something that is kind of hugging or immersive, or anything that is just dynamic, so that the DJ and the crowd like feel kind of as one under a whole structure. One of my favorite structures that we had in Lebanon was the ones that we had in the garden. So the dome, the temple, they all felt like they were englobing not only the DJ in the backstage, but also the dance floor, which I feel like we don't really have nowadays in events. It's only a huge backdrop that is only curated for the people in the back. The people in the front are just watching people dancing. So I wanted something that hugs you. So the alternative stage, we are lucky to have the most beautiful scenery around it. It's like on a cliffside. Actually, it's called the cliffside stage this year, surrounded by hills and all of this. So, and this year we also had the village that was around us, the existing old village. So actually, this one I co-designed with my good friends from Egypt, which I had been working with for a long time. And the concept behind it is basically you have like these old buildings that are all around you. You enter from like this big gate as if you're entering an old village from Aladdin's book. And then you look to your right and you had like this weird structure that is tilted and super futuristic. So first of all is to have like this huge contrast between the old and the new, but at the same time, it's made out of mirror. So the borders are all mirror, so it's reflecting the surrounding. It's wood, textile, so, and the buildings are beige, so they're not contradictory. It's not as if I put a metal bulky structure in front of it. So even the material that we chose between the plexis that are filtrating the lights are kind of to smoothen out this big tilted structure that looks bulky. So it's just doing the difference between the old and the new and feeling like you have aliens invasion there. And then we have the art maze, which last year was still the art maze. So we created like a maze, a lot of different walls with a central dome, which on Sunday will turn to the Retrogroove X Nacelle stage, which I'm really excited for. I'm gonna go decorate it now. But also having like this fun stage with this plexi dome installation that we created last year, which also reflects lights. So I really like using materials that act daytime as something that reflects light in a certain way, and during nighttime you see it in a completely different way with the light that we installed. So it's fun to see the transformation day and night and the feel that it gives you. And then we have little installations laid around, like a gradient installation between the trees when you walk in and the chill out to give like a cool vibe when people are sitting on the grass. And we also teamed up with our media partners, Sea Noise, which are based in Egypt. And we opened a fun pool stage that is active during 4 p.m. till sunset. So you have people chilling next to the pool. We just did an extension and did like a cool DJ booth for it. And finally, we have the after party, which will happen in the artist area next to the main stage.
To be honest, the challenges that we've had this year are mostly external. Because again, as I said, like learning all that we needed to about the land and the workforce available here to set up the festival. The difficulties we had was with marketing or communicating the festival, and generally after COVID also there is this kind of lack of commitment to plans. That's what I've been feeling when it comes to nightlife. So people maybe feel they want to plan last minute or stay in.
It's also a very big challenge that we really can't ignore is it safe for us to come to Lebanon? Should we come to Lebanon? Are you guys worried? Should we be worried? So it's kind of just navigating around this, and the festival's happening. we want you to come. أهلا وسهلا.
So the difference is, first of all, this is our second edition. So we started off preparing very early on. So we had more times to create the in-between experiences. Last year, I spent all my time focusing on the main stage and alternative stage and figuring out what's the identity and all of that. After last year's feedback, I had more time to try to take the feedback from last year, trying to evolve it. First thing shows from the main stage, taking all the comments and just upgrading everything, and especially working in the in-between experiences, upgrading the camping area, the food court, art installations, the art maze now is like a whole structure by itself. Last year there was a lot of bits and pieces that we couldn't complete fully, but this year like we're going more into details and really like looking for where we can make things better for the user, of course.
Just a little more time. One more time. I need time. Just a little more time.
التشالنج هي is yet to come on the day of the festival. هالسنة كان كتير أهين الشغل، كل المشاكل تبع هيديك السنة اوريدي بنعرف شو هن حضرناهم لهالسنة. التركيز أكتر هيدي السنة على نخلق الرغبة عند العالم ليرجعوا يجوا.
You're booking a talent in July in Lebanon that they may not know if the gig is gonna be cancelled or not due to the situation. They'd rather take a guaranteed gig any other place. So this is the first challenge, how it works. The second challenge is Class A talents are immensely expensive. Nobody would understand what immensely expensive would be. And my partner, Ali, is where he has his credibility. Ali is a pillar of the scene who was the co-founder of The Garden and Uber House. Ali, with his connections and his credibility, these artists trusted him. The second year, we didn't need any, Ali told me the job got easier, but the situation got harder, you know, so, أول سنة كنت أهين, with no credibility and no prior, it was easier with artists because they trust you at the end of the day. But the second year, as much as they trust you, but the thing is not in our hands, so trust is limited here.
You're not just attending a party. At the end of the day, it's a full 360 experience. You're coming to something that's completely different. It's a getaway weekend experience. Everybody looks for an excuse to go up to Batroun. If you're living in Lebanon, and I'm speaking solely for people within Lebanon, I'm not speaking about people coming from outside. And if you're in Lebanon, at the end of the day, you're always looking for an escape, especially in the summer, somewhere fresher, somewhere away from Beirut. So it's already a weekend getaway, which is amazing. It's not just one party. You're coming to experience 40 artists in the span of 3 days, which is incredible. You don't see that in Lebanon anywhere else. Aside from the music, you have wellness activities, you have zipline activities. There's always so much going on. You have an art maze. It's also just, the stages, the production, everything is designed to keep you entertained and to keep you kind of going and running. And this year we've introduced the pool stage. You're not coming to Aegis Festival because you're going to a party. You're coming for a full experience, which you're not going to get anywhere else, honestly. So, and which is why we call it an unmissable event, and a lot of our partners call it an unmissable event. لأنه you're not gonna get any other event like it in the entire summer or in the winter. So this is why you should come to Aegis Festival, because it's an experience you really, really will not get anywhere else. Welcome to Aegis Festival.
Aegis in one word, dream.
ACE هو إذا بدكم الأبيتوم of Aegis. يعني هو أكتر شيء بيقدر يبين شو Aegis. قاعد بالشمس ومكيف. إذا فيكم تاخدوا الشوت لإله لتشوفوا شو يعني Aegis، ومبسوط بالهواء، وبنفس الوقت منه طالب كتير أشياء، يعني مبسوط بالموجود.
كتير صعبتها شوي. Aegis is one word. Passion project. Passion project.